Nation!
What is up? Welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back.
We are back.
We're back. But we're always back.
It's a Monday, which is kind of different.
It is a Monday. Well, it's because last week was a pain in the butt.
Yeah, I'm still kind of getting a little bit of a head cold.
Ew. And I'm right next to you.
Yeah, so that's the reason we're not sharing mate today.
I'm actually over the snow. I hate snow.
I hate it. I hate it too.
We
need the water.
We don't need the water. Dude, we never need the water. I'd rather live in a desert. Sorry, everyone. I should probably move to Arizona.
Yeah, I was like, go to St. George.
But yeah, this is just the snow has got me down. So snow's got me down.
Yeah.
But and cold's got you down.
Cold's got me down.
But that doesn't stop us from talking about RSL.
Yeah, absolutely. We could have done this via Zoom, but we got to take advantage of no kids home.
Man, you're stuck on that.
Yeah.
No, stop it.
Yeah, it's just like we got to take advantage of doing this together as long as we can.
Stop it. But we're here. We changed locations again.
Yeah, we went from parents' house back to the toy room.
The toy room. Alan's house. But glad we're here because we have a lot of things to go over. When I say a lot, we went from nothing happening to a lot of things happening.
Yeah, definitely. But first things first, how are you doing overall? Like,
fine. I'll tell you how I'm doing overall. I hate the snow. I don't want it anymore. And to be honest, I've been kind of blah with soccer right now.
Yeah, you got like the African Cup of Nations, you got the Asian Cup that just started, and we're not talking about Barca, but yeah.
Yeah, there's just a lot of games that just they don't carry a lot of importance.
Yeah.
I did like the Man City game.
I was gonna say City come from behind against Newcastle. What a win!
That was a good game.
Woo!
That was a good game. How are you?
School just started this past week for another semester, so that's a pain in the butt. 7:40, too early to start classes.
That's way too early.
Yeah, so hating that.
But then I can't say much because I start work that early too.
Yeah, and then homework sucks too, so it's just another semester. I hate it so much.
Then why do you do it?
You need a paper for money.
I pay you for a paper in exchange for you paying me to do another job.
Love life. It's
useful. But like I said, we have a lot of things to go over.
Yeah, definitely.
When I say a lot, like I said, we went from everyone. Well, we say everyone. There's a lot of big moves happening, like the last week of December, first week of January.
Mm-hmm.
Even last week, there were a lot of big moves, and we just weren't hearing a lot from RSL. How many of you guys were like, RSL, hey, yo, what's up?
Yeah.
We were.
Yeah, definitely.
We were like, guys, what's going on? But we did receive news on, what was it, the 4th or 5th. We received news, but it wasn't any kind of transfer news.
Nope, nothing at all.
What was it?
It was the...
Read Luna.
It was Luna, yeah. Yeah, so Luna is now in Orlando training with the U.S. men's national team for their game this Saturday against Slovenia. So who knows, obviously, if he's going to start, come off the bench. But I like this for the fact that he's with the first team, getting experience, getting a little training time with them.
People call this the cupcake camp.
I see that. Because you get, like, obviously, a lot of the first team guys, they're with their team, like Pulisic and all those guys, Weston McKennie, they're with their teams. So they're not going to be there, but it's the C team, I guess you want to call it, that is with...
The C team. Because what do we send the A team to World Cup qualifiers, B team to Nations League, and C team to January camp?
That's what it seems like, because it's a little mix of the B and C team.
Yeah, I'm glad that he got called up.
Yeah,
only because we've been asking for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Players like that have taken his spot. We think
Cade Cowell.
There we go. We just said it. Cade Cowell has been taking Luna's position for a long time, and we think obviously Luna deserves it over Cade Cowell.
Oh, 100%.
Cade Cowell is now Mexican.
He's the poster boy of Guadalajara.
Which horrible hair.
Oh my gosh.
What the heck is all that?
Oh my gosh. And
that is not a drip.
I'm calling it now.
Flop.
He's going to be a bust. He is going to be the biggest bust in Chivas history.
Nah, I wouldn't say in Chivas
Oh,
history.
he's going to be a major bust.
He's not going to. If he couldn't.
You go from literally scoring 1 goal, 1 assist for San Jose, and now everybody in Chivas is going crazy for you.
It's the blonde hair.
It's the blonde hair.
It's so horrible.
It's bad.
It looks horrible. But anyway, sorry, we're talking about Luna.
We're talking about.
we always get
no, but I'm happy for Luna that he's finally getting called up by Berhalter and the U.S. men's national team to prove to them why he deserves to be in that spot.
And it's not like it's been lack of recognition. It's just there's been other players with more game time experience than him. So
it doesn't help that a lot of the U.S. men's national team players, they're kind of transitioning to be playing in Europe and getting recognized over there.
There's a lot of them, but I think the U.S. national team starting lineup is actually all European.
Yeah, like one or two.
Yeah, except for one or two. Like maybe Zimmerman and Robinson.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. Is there anyone else in the MLS that is on the starting lineup?
Yeah, the rest are probably just on the bench, but...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Starting lineup, I think the U.S. national team is all Europe.
Yeah. So, I'm glad it's transitioned to that way.
It's taking a minute.
Yeah, like 2014 World Cup, 2010 World Cup, it was all MLS players.
I wouldn't say all, but yeah, a majority of them.
Yeah.
So with the Luna announcement, we're like, yay.
we got some news happening.
Which was super frustrating. So that's when we asked you guys, because there were some rumors.
Yeah.
There were some rumors going around that, hey, there's going to be a signing. And we're all like, oh, there's going to be a signing. So we asked you.
See, for me, I was thinking we're finally going to get our GM.
Oh, you think... Oh, yeah, because we did ask in the poll.
I was like thinking GM, maybe it's finally we're going to get our jersey sponsor because there's rumors that we're done with the jersey sponsor we have. So maybe it's finally we're going to know what that is.
Yeah, not important to me. I mean, yes, granted, we need a GM to sign players. We stuff like that. But I think with who we have right now, I think it's good enough. But I was actually thinking we were going to sign a player, which... We did, but with all the stuff leading up to it was we put out the poll of what do you think it is, a GM, DP, non-DP, or other or jersey sponsor. That's what I think it was.
Yeah.
Non-DP player won on the poll.
Yep.
And one of the comments that was made was they tagged Trey, like, hey Trey. Trey answered with something pretty generic saying, we already told the press what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully we get a presser out soon.
Yeah.
No presser came. I didn't hear anything from Jason.
No.
Because supposedly he was
I was waiting for this interview with Jason to clarify what's exactly going on behind the scenes, but there was nothing.
I'm not surprised.
No.
Because it's Jason.
He's kind of doesn't really say much.
He keeps his cards definitely close to his chest.
Which is very smart.
But there were some people from the press that did give us some insight.
Mm-hmm.
Caleb, for one.
Thank you, Caleb.
Don't know if he listens, but if he does, thanks. He did give us some insight into RSL did give the press some news saying that they're not out looking hard. I guess that it was not like they're looking hard for anyone. It's that they could have a major signing by April.
That's kind of the time frame where I was expecting, because if they sign somebody now or in a couple of weeks, that doesn't seem like enough time for that new player to transition before that first game against Miami.
Well, I will say this. Vera, and I think Ann Gomez, came in the first week of February last season.
You are right.
I can't remember the exact date, but I'm pretty sure they came at the beginning of February. So they can get integrated if we can sign someone.
Yeah.
But the end of the transfer window is in April.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's why they say by April.
Yeah.
Seems like a pretty safe answer.
Yeah. Like, obviously, I would want a player right now just because I think you told me the other day we're going to be without Gomez and I think Palacio maybe with preseason going to Portugal.
Well, yeah, because right now Palacio and Gomez are with the U23 Colombian national team in pre-Olympic, not qualifications, friendlies.
Yeah.
Because I think they've already qualified.
Mm-hmm. Correct.
So we're going to be missing those two, I think, by the preseason.
Of course, Luna.
Well, Luna, we're going to be missing out until Saturday. Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Saturday is the game against Slovenia.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I was like,
it's Saturday.
It's Saturday. Okay, so we're only going to be missing out on Luna for this week, which he's already technically doing preseason.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not too worried about that. So with all that drama that went, well, I'll call it drama, with everything that's been going on with fans begging for a signing.
Yeah.
Some fans have already like turned in their resignation. They're like, you know what, screw it. This season is already done for. We're not signing anyone because I mean, let's just talk about real quick about the player exits first before we talk about who we signed.
So obviously we got rid of Sava.
Sava was official, named official.
Krylak. And then obviously Musovski, obviously Rubin, and then Jasper.
Yeah. So with Rubin,
Rubin is just a loan. Out of all the players, Rubin is loan. Everyone else is gone.
Which it wasn't really common knowledge. No one really knew. Everyone thought we were like getting rid of Rubin. Like, we're never going to see him again.
No, there is a possibility that he could come back because a loan.
Well, he's got to come back.
Yeah.
It's a loan.
Yeah.
So, but with Rubin, he made his debut for Querétaro that not many people knew about.
Yeah, so Querétaro was up 2-1. He came in 85th minute, and unfortunately, they gave away a goal in about 92nd minute. So they tied 2-2.
But I didn't expect him to even see any playing time with Querétaro that fast. It was literally the next game after they signed the loan is when he saw playing time.
I'm glad.
Well, sure, great for him.
Yeah.
But I just didn't expect it to be that fast. And on top of that, I don't think anyone was paying attention to that. I mean, normally we don't pay too much attention to loan players.
No.
Unless it's like Elijah Paul, which people were like getting on top of that with what's the team's name? Larney. That's right. People were like on top of that news. Yeah. But no one was looking at the Querétaro news.
Well, then again, it was the same day as the NWSL draft.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
And then Loffelson.
Loffelson off to Los Crapids. Yeah. Like I wish Loffelson the best of career, but not when he's playing RSL.
it's how it is against everyone that we trade away.
He goes to the Rapids. Don't you want to win the Rocky Mountain Cup?
I mean, it's like what we were talking about before. Jasper hasn't seen much playing time because of how deep of a squad we have in that position.
He's got to go against Ojeda, Palacio, and Ruiz. You can't tell me that he's going to be better than those kind of players. Like maybe he has, but it's going to be very competitive, and I don't think he would see much playing time. So that's why sending him to Colorado is a better decision.
Look, we used him when Pablo got injured, which was really good for us.
Mm-hmm.
Now I just wonder if we're just moving in a different direction, and maybe he wanted the trade. I don't know. I don't know any of the insider stuff, but if he wanted more playing time,
going to Colorado is a great move.
Right.
I mean, we got an international spot out of it, so good for us. $100K in GAM, and then a second round draft pick in next year's MLS draft. Do you like that? I feel like Loffelson is worth a lot more GAM than that.
We weren't paying him that much.
I'll have to look back at how much we were paying him, but
I think it was right around 90.
Right around 90?
I think, if I'm not mistaken. I mean, probably people are like, "Duh, why don't you just look it up?" Not going to look it up right now. But we weren't paying him that much. So 100 in GAM plus an international spot plus a draft pick in next year's draft, that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that obviously his value went up.
Yeah.
So, but it begs the question now, we now have open positions. Obviously, it's like we're hiring.
We have international spots. We got a DP spot,
2 DP spots.
We got multiple international spots.
I think so.
Yeah.
So
we got cash. We got cash to burn.
But it seems like we don't. But I don't know.
I was going to say, with us losing 5 players now, mostly attacking players, a lot of people are upset, worried, concerned with all this. But I got to put myself in Jason and Kurt's shoes because they wouldn't get rid of 5 players just for nothing. Because I feel like behind the scenes, there's something that's going to be happening come April with maybe the next player that we don't know about.
I don't know. You're stuck on April. I think it has to be before April.
Well, somewhere in this time frame, March, April.
I don't know if it's going to happen.
You don't think so?
No. If anything's going to happen, it's going to be in the summer.
Like,
just because
I don't think so, because you got all the tournaments that are happening in the summer, Copa America, then you got the Leagues Cup once again. So I think that they're gonna.
But who are we losing in those tournaments?
Obviously, you got Ojeda, Lambert.
Okay.
I was gonna say no more Saba.
Yeah.
You got Oviedo with Costa Rica.
Maybe. We don't know. And we don't even know about Lambert because he wasn't even called up for one of the rounds that Jamaica played.
But still, like, overall, I'm trying to be optimistic as much as I can, because you look at 2013, 2009 with Jason Christ when he was here, he did a good job kind of rebuilding those teams as well into going to MLS Cup. So there's something behind the scenes that Jason is doing, that he knows more about this than we do.
Yeah, I'm not going to deny that something is going on in the background. I just don't know if it's going to be by April.
Yeah, and Kurt and Jason have worked together before because they were with each other at Inter Miami, so they know how to work well with each other. So
I'm not. That's definitely not something I'm worried about. It's the fact that we as fans think we have so many slots and so much money right now because we just got rid of 2 expensive players.
Yeah.
In Krylock and Sava. So we think we have a lot of money there. We think we have a lot of DP spots and a lot of international spots, when in reality, we probably do have all those things, but what's going on?
Well, sometimes we feel like this is like FIFA, and we can just go go to
the player market.
Yeah, we feel like we're like, this is FIFA or Inter Miami, and we can just go spend so much money. But no, like, we got to think about, like, our academy players, our draft picks, these young players, and build our talent that way, because there's still talent there.
All right, well, now that you mentioned it, let's talk about who we've actually signed. Yeah. Because we have signings.
We have signed 2 players, but they're not the players that us fans be like, we signed who?
I'm not going to lie. I totally forgot that one of them was actually a draft pick.
Yeah, like, we just signed Kevin Bonilla. He was the 18th pick in this year's MLS Super Draft. He is a defender out of Portland State to be exact. So solid player.
You think so?
I looked at film for him. Like, I'm not gonna be like, wow, we got a great defender. Like, I don't see him maybe starting, but maybe coming off the bench.
So, I mean, I try to put myself in the shoes of what we were looking for in this defender, and he looks similar to what Tony Beltran was.
Small guy.
Yeah. But he does have speed on the wing. He does have a vision, but he's young, and I'm always hesitant with younger guys, and I think we were hesitant with Tony too.
Yeah, Tony was still young out of UCLA,
but Jason saw something in him, because that was Jason's first full year, and saw something, and it worked out. So I'm hoping that this is Bonilla is a defender that will rise and come out. We get something out of him. He is a right back from what I saw in the highlights.
Yeah.
So
competing against Brody and Hidalgo.
And Nelly
too, yeah. So that is multiple people competing for that spot right there on that right back.
I don't know if Brody's going to be competing for the right back spot, to be honest. I think he's going to be competing for the left back spot.
Which Oviedo.
we think Oviedo.
Yeah. So another player in the MLS Super Draft who hasn't been signed yet to the first team, Matthew Bell. He was the 16th pick, so 2 right above Bonilla, which is kind of surprising because Matthew Bell out of Marshall, great striker, but why haven't we signed him? Because we're lacking in the striker position because we talked about it last time. We only have Chicho and Julio. Why not Matthew Bell?
Well, because technically we still have Axel Kai, we have Gozo that we want to implement. I think they have first team contracts, or at least temporary ones.
Mm-hmm.
What's his bucket? Gozo has maybe a temporary one. Axel Kai has a first team contract.
Mm-hmm. I
think so. I've heard so much talk about Matthew Bell, and everyone's just hyping him up, and yet we're like waiting.
Yeah.
So. Granted, I already gave my opinion about the draft. I'm not too keen on the draft, but apparently these are good signings. But the other half of my debate comes in the other person that we signed.
Yeah, so this is probably one of my favorite signings that we've signed.
There's only been 2.
There's only been 2. out of the 2 that we've done, this is my favorite one so far.
Let's flip a coin.
Which one do you want today? We got Barajas out of Charleston Battery. So USL, he's a forward/left winger. He's coming off 5 goals, 11 assists. So huge, great season. 17 years old. So sky's the limit for this kid.
Yeah, that's why I'm more excited about Barajas than Bonilla or even Matthew Bell. Only because, and here's the debate for me. I think that Barajas is a better player, not because of obviously the numbers he put up, but where he's been playing.
Yeah,
the competition is higher in USL than NCAA.
Because we see a lot of players who used to play in MLS that go back to the USL. Not saying that they're bad, but it's a very competitive league in the USL. And does that make you think that he's kind of filling in that void of Saba being gone? Because that was Saba's position.
Bro, I think Barajas is
the next Saba.
Probably the next Saba, if not. He's definitely Saba's replacement. He has a wicked left foot.
He does. Like if you guys go watch some highlights of Barajas, he's just curling that in corner with his left foot.
Just like what Saba used to do with the cut in on his right foot and whip it in, he does the same thing on his left foot.
Yeah, so this kid played U17 with Mexico in the World Cup, did pretty well, scored some goals there. So excited to see what he can bring to this RSL squad. I'm not saying he's going to start games, but maybe come off the bench, and then hopefully by summertime at that point, maybe he gets to see more playing time. And because that's kind of what we saw with Luna this past season, and then he kind of transitioned into that starting role.
Well, I guess this leads into a conversation I want to have right now. We're going to have this conversation right now. I need starting lineups because you mentioned that you don't think that Barajas is going to play or start until the summertime. But, I mean, let's talk about who you actually think is going to play, because I think Barajas has a spot.
Right off the bat?
You tell me who you'd start over him. So let's give me the forward picture. Like
the forward picture?
Yeah, like I need the forwards and the 3 midfielders, because at this point we're going to play a 4-2-3-1. So give me the 4.
We obviously got Ruiz and Ojeda. Those are my 2.
So that's the 2. I need the 3-1.
3-1. I'm trying to think. Gomez.
Where?
Gomez is going to be on the left. I'm in the right.
Okay, right wing.
And then we're going to have Luna right there in the middle.
Okay.
And then I'm trying to think who's going to be on that left. We'll go Barajas.
Now you go Barajas.
And then we'll go Chicho and then Julio.
No, I said 1.
Oh, and then Chicho.
There we go. Because I can't think of anyone else for the left wing. I mean, if you really want to put in Chang.
No.
I mean, you look up the roster and you tell me. I'm challenging you.
Yeah.
I mean, look up another winger that could take the place of where Sava was. because we don't have anyone right now besides Chang.
Yeah.
Who else were we using last season? Do you remember?
Let me check. Let me check for you.
Do it. Because Fat Mob has all the answers. Squad. You look up midfielders and anyone that played the wing. So Luna was playing the wing. Why? Because in the middle, who was playing? I think we were playing a 4-4-2 at that point. That's why. That's why when you move to a 4-2-3-1, it kind of puts us in a bind.
Yeah, so it'd make the most sense to have Barajas be playing on that left wing because you look at the replacements, Chang wouldn't do great over there and then you got Palacio. Palacio plays more of the defensive mid. Luna's more of that central role. So, yeah, makes most sense.
Yeah, I mean, so that's why it's like, it just makes the most sense to put Barajas on that left wing right away. Especially, USL is not a huge step down from MLS. I mean,
no.
It's on top of that, Charleston Battery are well known.
They're good. They did really well in the Open Cup this past season.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, they competed against I think Columbus Crew, who ended up winning MLS Cup. So I'm excited to see. I hope Barajas arrives as soon as he can, so then he can start training with this team for preseason.
He hasn't gotten here yet?
I don't believe so. So,
I mean, they don't show us much on the videos for preseason. And so then it leads me to think then if we're going to be putting Gomez on the right, Luna in the middle, Barajas on the left with Chicho up top. First off, that is a flipping young 3.
Yeah.
I mean, how old are we talking? I mean, I think Gomez is the oldest.
No, I think Chicho's the oldest.
No, I'm talking about the 3. The 3.
Oh, the 3?
Yeah, I know how old Chicho is.
Gomez is only 21.
21.
And then
Luna is
20.
20.
And then
17.
I was like, tell me another MLS team that has a younger front 3 like that.
I can't, but do you know why? Because there's 29, there's 28 other teams.
But still,
so many tiny teams.
Still, that is a young front 3. To have the oldest one be 21 years old.
Wow. I mean, good. That's good for development, and I think that's what Jason is all about. Jason wants to develop all these young players, so that way we have not only a good future for RSL, but they also have a good future to move on from RSL, which means more money for us to buy better players.
Yeah, because Barajas, he was getting looked at by PSV and other teams as well. So,
which makes you wonder. I mean, people already know this, but I want to know the reason why he chose MLS instead of moving over to Europe. I think maybe because of playing time.
I'm gonna say playing time, maybe money, but PSV was probably offering him more money.
Which, side note. Do you know the reason why Robinson stayed in MLS and didn't go to Europe?
Money.
Well, that was a bad segue. Yes, because of money. But do you know how much the difference was?
How much?
So I forgot the club in I think in the Netherlands. I think in Holland they were offering him $500,000, and he was just going to see the bench. Whereas now he's going to Cincinnati. He's going to get paid $1.2 million and be a starter.
He made a good move. Good move.
Supposedly, people are saying, I don't know if it was him that said it, but the supposed rumor is he did it not because of the money, but because of preparation for Copa America. Because he's going to get playing time up until Copa America.
Yeah, he definitely made the right decision there.
I don't know what his contract was, how many years it was. I hope it wasn't for many because he needs to go.
Yeah,
he needs to go. But I'm super excited for Barajas. Not as excited for the draftees, but Barajas is definitely and on top of that, he was cheap.
He was cheap.
Do you remember how much it was?
$250K.
Yeah, it was.
Because Barajas, 17, has a lot more experience, a lot more playing time than Matthew Bell and Bonilla. Like, yes, they have college playing time, but college compared to USL, it's 9-day difference.
I wish we didn't think the same, so that way we could have a debate. But yeah, for me, it's night and day. You can't compare NCAA to the USL. You can't.
Like, you're going against like teams like the Phoenix Rising, like Sacramento. You can't tell me like they're better than Marshall.
But on top of that, I mean, the NCAA, I know there isn't like an age restriction, but there is kind of an age restriction where you're playing against between 18 to 23-year-olds, basically.
Like,
USL.
Barajas is literally a senior in high school, pretty much.
Yeah, and with USL, you're playing against all ages because, I mean, it's a club. They're signing people to make sure their club is good. So you can have your 30-plus-year-olds. You can have your teenagers. So that means Barajas has been playing against people from a wide age range, whereas NCAA, it kind of, it reminds me of, do you remember back when at last year's U20 World Cup, how, I'm going to call us out, how we criticized Luna because we didn't know how good he actually was because he was only playing against 20-year-olds.
That's true. Yep.
So that's what I think NCAA is also. You don't really know how good someone is because they're playing against people in that age bubble.
Yeah, that's what gets me most excited because people don't realize this, that Barajas is playing against grown men who have played in the MLS and have had that playing time. So
even on national teams too, because you have some Central American teams and Caribbean teams that have players in the USL that play for their national team.
Yeah.
So they have international experience.
Don't be surprised when you see his speed, his athleticism, and his ball skill for RSL because he's shown that for Charleston Battery.
At least what the highlights show.
No, like
Barajas, don't let us down. We're hyping you up, bro.
No, like, he's gonna be amazing when he joins us.
I sure hope so. Don't let me down.
No, he's gonna be good because we kind of thought the same. Like everybody thought like Luna, but Luna was amazing.
He kicked it in. So push comes us up
because everybody's saying that he's gonna be better than what Luna was in the USL.
Look, I can see it because, to be honest, here's my honest confession time. I wasn't too impressed with Luna's highlight clips. That's me.
Yeah,
but they weren't like unimpressive. They were just like, oh, he's good. but Barajas is like, I looked at it, I was like, oh yeah, that's good. Now, come at me. Well, actually, don't at me. You guys probably saw the same thing on the Luna highlights, but I swear, Barajas is like
chef's kiss.
Exactly.
Chef's kiss.
So with the Barajas signing, it also came with some other extra stuff.
We made moves?
Well, no, we're making moves, it sounds like.
Making money moves.
So in order to get Barajas, we needed to, I don't understand the need.
Yeah.
But apparently the need.
We had to negotiate with other teams.
We had to negotiate with Toronto. So with Toronto, we gave Toronto $50K in 2024 GAM, which I didn't know GAM was a split into years.
Yeah.
But we gave them $50K for this year. Plus, we switched with them in the waiver draft order. We went to first.
So that's all it takes? Just to give them $50K and then we're number one?
I don't know what this waiver draft does.
So I was kind of I was doing my research on the waiver draft. It's players, I think, that are, I want to say, out of contract.
Right. Yeah.
So
yeah, because we saw Benitez on the list. So it's players that didn't have their extension accepted.
But I'm not sure when it starts or if it has started.
Yeah, I don't get it.
So when RSL is going to use that number one pick?
Hey, we got number one.
We're number one, but obviously RSL is going to use that. But when?
Apparently it was needed, and apparently it's something good. People are saying that we're cooking something. I don't know what we're cooking. Do you know who's cooking though? Colorado. Flipping.
Like a side tangent. Like, why all of a sudden now you got a new head coach, Chris Armas, and you make 3 money moves?
Okay, yeah, let's talk about that real quick. I'd be super frustrated if I was the Colorado fans.
You get Chris Armas, you get Zach Steffen, Mihalovic, and now you get Jasper Loffelson, and then you just got one other player too.
Yeah, I forgot his name.
The defender who played.
Oh, Sam. What's him call it?
Yeah,
yeah. But if I were a Crapids fan, I'd be thinking, where was this all these years? Because they didn't sell big players.
It's been hiding in their piggy bank for so long.
Legit, they didn't sell big players, at least from my knowledge. And next thing you know, but then again, they didn't spend a whole lot on Zach Steffen because he was a free transfer.
Yeah, he wasn't seeing any playing time for.
Yeah, and I don't know how much he's actually getting. If my memory serves me right, I thought they were only going to pay him like $300.
Yeah, it's a huge step down.
Yeah, I don't get it. But anyways, Mihalovic was the big one. He's the one that was like $3 million.
Mm-hmm. That's their biggest transfer ever.
I mean, we can't say much because before Chicho, here I'm like, only $3 million.
Ours was $6 million.
But even before Chicho, I mean, what was our biggest signing before that? It was like maybe between Sava and
like 1 or 2 million.
I think it was Sava with 2.5.
Yeah.
So we can't really say much. But I would be super frustrated as a Rapids fan and be like, where was all this money before? But I mean, they're probably really excited.
No, for sure. But going back to our number one waiver draft and with losing these 5 players, does it make you worried? Does it keep you optimistic to know that something is in store to come?
The thing is, we don't know if something is actually in store to come. They're telling us that.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it with a grain of salt and just be like, all right, I'm thinking that we have our team right now.
As sad as it is.
Which sounds really bad too, because losing, we lost a lot. Like
all of our goal scorers.
we lost a lot of, if not, we lost the majority of our goal scorers because we didn't lose Justin Glad. We like Glad.
We like Glad.
Just scoring more own goals than actual goals is kind of a bummer.
Yeah.
But I think we have our team for right now. I think we have to conform right now and just be like, that's our team.
Yeah, we have to suck it up and realize that this is our team come February 21st against Inter Miami. Like, got to put our big boy pants on and be like, yeah, you guys got to go against Messi and Barcelona. So
Inter Barcelona.
Inter Barcelona.
Barcelona, Miami. Which brings this. Yesterday, Sunday, was player check-in.
It was.
Officially, the preseason starts today, the 15th.
Uh-huh.
That's exciting.
It does. It lets me know that MLS season is just right around the corner, even though there's literally snow outside still.
Horrible. But with that, we have preseason games. The team travels to Portugal on the 28th of this month.
That's right.
And so that's exciting.
RSL is international.
Ooh. But like we were mentioning before, because last time I don't think we brought out all the names and the info.
Yes.
But just so you guys know, these teams that we're going to be playing against are no joke.
Yeah, so
the names sound funny, but no.
The teams they go against, like they for reals. So you want to pull them up too?
Pull them up, even though I have it written down. I need you to pull them up. So first one, February 3rd, we're playing against Brondby. You can spell Brond. You're spelling Brandy.
Keep going. I'll type.
I'll keep going. So this Brondby. Here, we're just gonna wait for you. You can do it. I promise. It's not an A. It's an O.
Is it one of those O before?
There you go.
Okay. So Brondby, February 3rd. They are from the Danish league, and just to give you guys some familiarity, they got second in their league. But they have a familiar team by the name of Copenhagen.
Copenhagen, we know, is a frequent flyer in Champions League,
as well as are you going to pronounce that name?
Midtjylland, whatever. If you look up the Danish league, you'll recognize the name as someone that you've seen in Europa League. Champions League, I think they've even played in before.
Yep.
But this Brondby coming in second, sandwiched between these two teams, is pretty important. And so this is going to be a great challenge.
Yeah.
Even though, I mean, we're talking Danish league. No, the Danes never win anything.
Yeah, it kind of It scares me, but I'm excited for this one.
All right. And then our second game is against Fredrikstad,
who got first in the second division. And
we think it's second division.
It's obviously going to be second division because...
Oh, yeah, because on FotMob it says promotion.
Yeah. So last season, they got first last season, so...
Yeah, so they got promoted to the first division.
Uh-huh.
So this is a good challenge to see if we are on par with at least the Norwegian league.
Yeah, so...
We should be.
We should be.
I mean, come on, guys.
And then our last game in this one, unless I don't know if it's 3 or if it's actually a tournament where...
I think it's just those 3 because...
Just those 3?
Because 5 days later we have another one.
Oh, okay. And then our last one is against a team from the Faroe Islands called Klaksvikar. I was practicing this before we started recording.
He was Klaksvikar.
They got first in their league last season.
And
they also went to the Europa Conference League.
They were also in Conference League,
where they lost to Lille.
Yeah, Lille, from France.
So
which Lille is I mean, they lost 3-0. I mean, it wasn't like a close one.
Their last time that they won a game, October 26th.
Don't say that. Now it just makes it sound like we're going to be playing against a really easy team.
But still, they were in the Europa Conference League.
They were in the Europa Conference League, which means at some point during last year they were good. I don't know when. Oh, the beginning. Oh, there we go. The beginning of the season. Oh,
the beginning of the year they were good, but then towards the end they just...
I mean, you tell me. Does that look good? 6-0, 8-0, 7-1. Holy moly! Yeah.
You tell me. Does this look good?
4-game losing streak. Yeah, this is going to be a good one.
Yeah, 3-game tournament over there in Portugal, February 3rd, 9 a.m. against Bronsby. February 6th, 12 p.m., so a little bit later you can enjoy that one, against Fredrikstad. And then February 9th, wake up a little bit early for that one, 6 a.m. against Klaksvikar.
Don't ask us about streaming because we have zero clue.
I don't know. I'm crossing my fingers that we get the...
We've been asked that question a lot.
Because we didn't get the luxury of streaming in Arizona.
Yeah, what makes you think we're going to stream this one if we couldn't even stream Desert Cup?
So, Trey, help RSL fans, and please stream Portugal if that is possible. So
the Atlantic Cup, please, it has to be streamed because it's a cup.
It's a cup.
Somewhere in the world of pirated channels.
Actually, I saw they already have a Twitter page for the Atlantic Cup.
Maybe go follow it. Maybe
so
there you go.
Head over to Twitter and follow the Atlantic Cup. So maybe there'll be a stream there.
Actually, or at least they'd give you information.
They might. The Atlantic Cup on Twitter will know more than us. And then our last friendly, we come back from Portugal about a couple of days later and play Toronto FC. That's a good settle down.
Yeah, in Santa Barbara.
So
not local.
Yeah, so that is a lot of traveling. So we go from here to Portugal, all the way to California, and then from there we got to go to Miami. Man,
look, there are teams that are making more travel.
Miami,
because I mean, most of us we already know what Miami's preseason looks like between going to Asia, the Middle East, and playing against a couple of teams here. I wonder if they're going to be exhausted. Well, actually, I'm wondering if some players are even going to get to the first game, like Suarez.
Yeah, you and I were talking about it a little bit yesterday because Suarez is still coming off of knee injuries. Tata Martinez said he's fine. He's just going to see how he goes. With playing 7 games, I don't know.
I don't know how many games even the starters are going to see out of all those.
Suarez just signed for 1 season. I see him maybe playing 15 games max.
15? It's like we were saying. Let him play the first game. After that, we don't care.
Yeah. But yeah, with all these tournaments going on for MLS, who knows how many games Messi's even going to see this season.
Yeah. I wonder how careful he's going to take it at the beginning of the season to be ready for Copa America and not get injured.
Yeah, 1 injury, he's done.
1 injury, I'm going to be out to get that player that injures him.
We will key your car.
We will flatten all your soccer balls.
No, but we are at 37 days as of today until RSL's first game against Miami. You're excited?
You have the countdown right there?
It was yesterday. It was 38.
Oh.
I just remembered.
Oh. Because I didn't look at the countdown that we have.
I looked at it yesterday. Yesterday was 38, so today's 37.
Makes sense. 37 days.
37 days. Oh my goodness, until we get to see Messi.
All y'all, we're going.
We will be there.
So you all need to figure out what we're doing because we have no clue yet.
Yeah, so
we're in fact, right before we got on, we were like trying to figure out.
We were figuring out if we're taking an Uber, if we're going to rent a car. But for real, for those of you guys who are going to be there in Miami, hit us up. We want to maybe go grab lunch, go to a tailgate, all those things, and maybe we'll go cheer with you guys and we'll have a good time. We'll have a blast. I'm excited.
I'm excited for tailgates, to be honest. Probably because a lot of the Miami supporters are Argentines, and supposedly they do like a lot of Argentine barbecue before.
Ooh, so
choripan,
some milanesas.
Well, milanesas, no choripan.
I'm excited for all of it.
Lomito, that's another one.
Yeah, so
that'd be really good. Even Miami people hit us up.
Yeah,
because we want to go see what you guys' tailgate is like too.
I'm just excited. We're going to wear shorts next month.
I need to check the weather. I don't know.
It might be hurricane weather.
No, hurricanes are in the summer.
But still, we could wear shorts next month.
It could be rainy season. It could be raining.
I don't care. I'm wearing shorts.
Yeah, we need some help. So give us advice on what we're going to be doing next week. Next month.
37 days, my friend. 37
next
days.
Month. So, anyways, this has been real.
Well, you guys stay optimistic. That's the best thing you can do during this time. Yeah, RSL, they will be making moves. That's all I can say. Come April, cross your fingers.
Prediction time is going to be coming soon.
Yeah.
In a month.
We might be doing prediction time from the airport.
Ooh.
Because apparently we have a long layover in Denver.
Go ask Colorado fans.
Yeah, so we'll be doing our prediction time and our episode from the airport in Colorado. So that'll be fun. If you guys are not already, head over to Twitter, Instagram, at the RSL Bros. Couple of weeks we'll be doing a giveaway, so you guys will be needing to follow us there in order to win and actually some cool prizes. And Apple and Spotify, if you want to listen to us on the go.
I was like, where are you? That was a long pause. Like, where are you going with that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, follow us everywhere. Because if not, you're not going to be a part of the giveaway.
But until next time, guys, have fun, stay warm, and see you guys next week.
Ciao!